Hi, Cindy. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Gail. We're going to do a Kriya for the liver tonight. And the liver is the organ, I know most of you have heard me say some of these things many times, but it is the organ most affected by stress. And I remember once a long time ago when I was taking a class, a teacher said, relax your liver. And I kind of laughed to myself like, oh, you can't relax your liver. And then one day I actually felt my liver relax. You know, I was actually in the bathtub and I was relaxing and it felt, all of a sudden I felt my liver relax. It was like, wow, I guess they knew what they were talking about. So, um, our body's not symmetrical and the liver tension actually can tend to torque the back even a little bit. So, I like this set. It's not particularly easy, but it's not that hard. And I think it really does balance out the abdominal organs. So I hope I'm talking you into liking it too. So let's go ahead and tune in, rub your palms together, call on the divine teacher inside you and call on all the teachers that have gone before us to guide us through class. Thumbs against the breastbone, deep breath in and out. Another breath. And to begin the Adi mantra. Namo Gurudev Namo. Namo Gurudev Namo. Hands down, focusing on your breathing. Inhale, pull the spine up. Exhale, pull the navel back. Taking your attention to the breath. Detaching from thoughts. So aware of the sensation of the breath. Your awareness is peacefully flowing inward instead of outward. And then opening your eyes. We're gonna, sorry, we're gonna come to a standing position and do sun salutations as our first warm up, kind of get our blood moving. So standing on the end of your mat, so you can, when you step back, and have your little padding if you need it. And let's just become conscious of your standing alignment, weight in the heels, and the rectal muscles gently pulling up, ribcage lifting up, back of the neck longer than the front of the neck, shoulders relaxed, breathing from your navel. Now take a breath in, bringing the hands in prayer pose. Inhale, bring the arms up and leaning back. Exhale, bending forward, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, drop your head down. Inhale, let's take the right leg back. Left foot forward. Lifting the head up, stretching your right leg back. And then exhale your left foot back into dog stretch. Take a deep breath. And we'll come down into knees, chin, chest. So drop the knees, then the elbows, drop the chin and chest down. And then scoop into cobra pose. And exhale back the hands and knees, coming back into dog stretch. Deep breath. And bring your right leg forward between the hands. And stretching back. And exhale your left leg forward, back into your forward bend. Head and knee relax. Pull the navel back. Inhale, bringing the arms up and back. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. We'll take the left leg back. Looking up. Exhale, right leg back. And we'll come into knees, chin, chest. So drop your knees down, bend your elbows. Scoop the chest down and up into cobra pose. Exhale, down. And come back to hands and knees. Curl the toes under into dog stretch. Deep breath. And we'll bring the left foot forward. And then the right foot forward. Back into your forward bend. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. We'll stand up, bring the palms together. Inhaling, arms up over the head. Exhale, prayer pose. Again, inhale up. Exhale, bringing forward. Bringing the hands down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. We'll step the right leg back. Big step. Into your lunge. Head up. Back leg straight. And then exhale your left leg back. Drop the knees down, knees, chin, chest. Scooping down into cobra. Lifting up. Exhale, back to hands and knees and into dog stretch. Deep breath. Then inhale the right leg forward. Look up. Exhale, left foot forward. Feet even. Head hanging relaxed. And then inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Bring the palms together, inhaling up and back. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Inhale your left leg back into lunge. Exhale the right leg back. Drop the knees down, bend the elbows, scoop the chest down, and inhale up into cobra. Exhale back into dog stretch. Deep breath. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Palms together, inhale up. Exhale. And we'll do two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, left leg back. Drop the knees down. Exhale, scooping the chest down. Inhaling into cobra. Exhale, back into dog stretch. Deep breath. Inhale, right foot forward. Looking up. Exhale, left foot forward. Palms together, inhale up and back. Exhale, pose. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, right leg back. Drop the knees down, chin, chest down. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath. Step the left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale up. Palms together. Exhale, prayer pose. Then bring your arms back to your sides and just stand for a minute. Again, reassessing your body alignment, moving the heels, breastbone gently lifting up, back of the neck longer than the front of the neck. Breathing from the navel. And then we're going to come down to the mat and we're going to do a couple of seated positions. So we're going to stretch the inner thigh and outer thigh. So we're going to start with pigeon to stretch the outer hip. So starting on your hands and knees, and some people might want to use a bolster as a prop, but let's bring the left leg forward and the right leg back. And try to center your weight so you're not tipping to one side. That's where a pillow or something can be helpful. And you can either keep your arms at your sides, and it's kind of nice to use the arms to keep the chest upright. Feel that nice stretch in the back leg. But if you're upright enough, you can take your hands behind you and cross your hands and look up. And then we're gonna lower the chest down. And you can fold your hands and rest your head on your hands if you want, or bring your forehead all the way to the floor and let your arms stretch out. Whatever feels best. And then sitting back up and lifting your chest up. Come back to hands and knees. Drop your hips back. Relax. And then we're going to come back to hands and knees, and this time bring the right leg forward. Taking the left leg back. Dropping the hips down, using a support under the right hip if you kind of tend to lean off to the side. And then lowering your chest down comfortably. And just letting your weight sink into the floor. I've heard this called earth pose. I kind of like that name because you seem like it seems like you're sort of sinking into the earth. And then lift your chest up. And just, using your arms or not, depends on your level of strength and flexibility. Use your arms if you need to, and if not, then bring your hands behind you and lift your chest up. Kind of like a pigeon puffs its chest out. I want you to think of that image. And then relaxing, we're gonna come into a wide leg forward bend, so you can line your legs out side to side. Again, sit on a roll if you need a little support so you can straighten your legs and not feel compression in your low back. So we're going to do a movement. This is circular movement. I saw this in a book describing it as a way that women used to grind the grains. And so you interlace your fingers and you're going to make a circle where you kind of lean back and then kind of come forward. So you can imagine your hands are holding this big handle that grinds something. So you're making a circle to grind the grain. So women got their exercise, certainly by doing this. Now reverse your circle. And then coming back to center. Bring your legs into easy pose. And we're going to do just one last exercise. It's actually for the jaw. And it doesn't look very pretty when you do it, but it's really good for the jaw and the neck. So holding onto your front shin, as you inhale, you're going to jut your lower jaw forward and sort of, push out. And then when you inhale, you tuck your chin under and you bring your chin down. So it's actually the jaw opens when you bring your chin in, you're opening your mouth, and then your chin is extending forward to jut your lower jaw forward on the inhale. Inhale, exhale. Pull the chin down with the mouth open. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, relax. I feel like we need to do our eyes. So let's do a little easy eye exercise. I want you to inhale without turning your head. Move your eyes to the right as far as you can. Hold your breath in comfortably. And when you exhale, you're going to shift your eyes to the left without turning your head and hold your breath out as long as you held your breath in. And you're going to keep doing that. Inhaling to the right, exhaling to the left, holding the breath in, then holding the breath out. And close your eyes. Notice how you feel. And then lie back to relax. And I brought a little reading from the Secret of the Yoga Sutras. And so I've been reading on a section about how to stick to a practice and how the practice is the foundation of all of our yoga. So I'm going to read a section that talks about the fourth and final element that breathes life into our practice. And that fourth element is faith. According to Vyasa, faith is a joyful state of mind. Doubt and fear are contrary to joy. Doubt about the effectiveness of the practice takes away the joy of doing it. And fear pertaining to change, fear pertaining to the change it will bring makes it difficult to do the practice joyfully. In the absence of joy, practice becomes a chore. By embracing knowledge, we cultivate faith in our practice and faith in ourselves. Knowledge pertaining to the lineage, the sages, the revealing and transforming power of the practice, and our connection with it fills us with confidence and a profound sense of gratitude. We recognize that our practice is a privilege and we look forward to doing it. When we are occasionally confronted with doubtful fear or conflicting thoughts, we remain steadfast, confident in the efficacy of the practice and in our ability to do it. This unshakable conviction is an outward growth of knowledge. In summary, abhyasa is the ardent effort to retain the peaceful flow of the mind, freeing from all roaming tendencies. This definition reminds us that the mind is a dynamic force. Its nature is to move, illumine, and become still. These three properties, movement, illumination, and stillness, coexist. One sometimes dominates another, but never nullifies them. With ardent effort, it is possible to discover a moment when the mind is moving peacefully inward. Identifying that moment and extending its scope is the essence of abhyasa. This must be done for long periods of time, uninterrupted and with reverence. The practice of retaining the peaceful flow of the mind for a prolonged period without interruption and with reverence creates a subtle impression of tranquility. As they mature, these samskaras influence the function and behavior of our mind in a peaceful and illuminating manner. They guide us by training the mind from deep within. In this way, the subtle mental impressions created by abhyasa transform the mind, awakening the power of discernment, and eventually guiding the mind to reach samadhi or ecstasy. So yoga is really practiced in our daily life, in our how we work, how we play, how we shop and drive the car and cook in the kitchen. It's not just a practice that we do our postures in, it becomes integrated into how we move and breathe and think in our daily life. Now take a deep breath in and out. Another breath in. And as you exhale, come sitting up. So the first exercise is a breathing exercise. We're sitting with our hands in our lap. Sitting in a chair is fine. Sitting on easy pose is good too. So you're going to take a breath in for 5 seconds. You're going to hold for 5 seconds. And then you're going to pump your navel in and out for 15 seconds. And then repeat that. So inhale, 5 seconds, pump your navel, hold 5 seconds, and then pump. And then exhale. And continue at your own pace. Inhale, hold, pump, and then exhale. Now relax your breath. Just notice how you feel. And then lie down on your back. This next exercise is a standalone Kriya. And it helps all your abdominal organs, your digestive system, the liver, the spleen, the pancreas, and even the kidneys, which are, behind the abdominal organs. So what we're going to do, and this is challenging for the breath, because we hold the breath in. So what we're going to do is lying on your back, you're going to lift your legs up to about 60 degrees, and we're going to hold it for, how many seconds is it? 15 seconds. And then that's your breath held in. Then you're going to exhale and bring your knees to your chest, and you hold your breath out for 15 seconds. And then you inhale and extend your legs and hold for 15 seconds, repeating the exercise. And then exhale, bring the knees back in and hold the breath out. And then we relax for 15 seconds. And we do the whole sequence 8 times. So I'll tell you when to inhale, exhale. If you're like running out of air and you're holding your breath in, sip in a little more air. If you're holding the breath out and you run out of air, try again, exhaling a little more air out instead of in. So, but if you need to bring air in and you need to change the count, then that's fine. Do what your higher self says to do. All right, so take a deep breath in and out to begin. And another big breath in and out. Now inhale and raise your legs to about 60 degrees and hold your breath in. Now exhale, bring your knees to your chest, hold your breath out. Now inhale, stretch your legs to the 60 degrees. Exhale, knees to the chest, hold your breath out. Now inhale, lower your legs to the ground and relax. Inhale, lift your legs up. Exhale, knees to chest. Hold your breath out. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, lower your legs down. Inhale, lift your legs up. Exhale, bring the knees in. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, knees to your chest. Inhale, relax. Inhale, raise your legs up. Exhale, bring your knees to the chest. Inhale, stretch your legs. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, lower your legs down. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, relax. Inhale, lift your legs up.
Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, relax. Inhale, lift your legs up. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, relax. Inhale, lift your legs up. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, legs extend. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, relax. 2 more times. Inhale, lift your legs up. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, legs extend. Exhale, knees to the chest. And relax. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knees to the chest. Inhale, relax. We do one last connected exercise with this. We're going to inhale and lift the upper body up to about a 45-degree angle. And we'll hold the breath in for about 15 seconds. And then we'll exhale down and hold the breath out for about 15 seconds. So take a deep breath in and out. Another breath in and out. Then inhale up to about a 45-degree angle, arms extended in front of you. Hold your breath. Exhale down. Hold your breath out. And then deep breath in and out. Then we're going to come up to a seated position and practice. This exercise doesn't have a name, but it kind of reminds me of pigeon in a way. So I did pigeon to warm up with. But instead of, we kneel on one leg and the other leg is stretched back. Now, some people need a prop again to put underneath the thigh to give more space between for the knee. And some people will keep their hands down because it's what we're called to do is lift the chest up and bring your hands in prayer pose. But that takes a lot of strength and flexibility. So if you're not able to bring your hands up, that's just fine. Just put your hands down, lift your chest up, and get as much stretch up as you can. And then when you're able to, you can bring the hands up. So come into the position, and again, give yourself plenty of props if you need, especially if your knees feel squished. And go ahead and start. We're going to hold this for we'll do it about 3 minutes on each side. It calls for 5 minutes, but it's kind of hard on the knees if you're not used to this, so we'll shorten the time a little bit. and relax. And we'll switch sides. Now I'm remembering this Kriya makes your butt really sore tomorrow. And that's the exercise that makes your butt really sore. So we sit on our butt too much though, so it's probably good for us. But use some common sense. If it feels like too much, then come out of the pose and rest or modify. So bringing your hands into prayer pose. Long deep breathing. Follow your breath. Follow the flow of the breath. And relax. And lie on your back. There's this one last exercise and then relaxation. So you're gonna lift your leg, you widen your legs out a little bit and lift your legs up and your arms are kind of right over the legs. We're just gonna hold this for a couple of minutes. And now lower your legs down and totally relax. We sort of do a body scan to see what the Kriya has shifted, especially in the abdominal area and your low back. And then coming back to just follow the flow of your breath, taking your attention inward. Allowing the mind to feel peaceful, content to just follow the breath. And now take a deep breath in and out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles.
twist a little side to side. You can bring the knees up to the chest and rock a little bit. And work your way back up to a seated position. And we'll close with the long time sunshine song. Bring your hands in prayer pose. Take a deep breath in and out. And to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surrounds you. And the pure light within you guide your way home. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surrounds